right, welcome back to our second Throwback Thursday tip session. Not in love with the name. If you have a better one, please let me know. I'm sure you do. This is Cypress Cove number 9. This is the spot of our Throwback Thursday this week. By the way, Throwback Thursday's daily contest every Thursday. We're visiting new designs. I should say vintage designs. Vintage is good. That makes it sound not old, but like antique. There you go. I love this course. I don't love this hole. In fact, when I was learning how to play, as I get into satellite mode here, let's go up above. Take a little zoom out. This hole gave me fits, and you can see why. That canyon wall or that rock wall was really intrusive. And when you try to go around this thing and hit the green, there are just some spots where you couldn't do it. Now, we've, from this back tee box in particular, when you're here, I mean, let's just get it out of the way, there's some situations, even with the use of high tees, where you should just have to lay up. And when you do lay up, if you decide to go that route, be careful, because when you look at where you're hitting to, if you just hit out in the middle of the fairway here, this could be trouble. So put it deeper into the fairway, try and curve it around the bend a little bit if you can. The use of golden tees on older courses, which we basically have done this year, has made this hole easier. There's no question about it. Before, basically, you just have to hit a giant C3 around this and hope that you don't come in contact with the top. Now, with the use of golden tees, you can get a little bit of a better angle. You can obviously add distance. You can add some height to get over that canyon wall. And so in a look like this, you know, I have a few different options. Obviously, first I can lay up. We're not going to do that because that's terrible and boring, but go ahead. Not that, looks good on you, though. Here, I could come from this side and hit, say, a 3-wood in, or what I could actually potentially do is try and muscle like a 5-wood, and that's what I am going to try and do with a high tee. I'm going to do somewhat of a full C3. This is not exactly a contained, graceful shot, but in a shot like this, we're just trying to get it there. So I'm going to hit really all the way past C, and I'm not going to go out to 3 because I don't want this going completely out. If you think about where you're hitting it, I want this to be in that gap right there, but obviously not too close. So I want this to come in enough, and hopefully, even though the wind is blowing out to the right, I can get it there. So I hit that pretty hard. Is it going to get there? It's pretty close. So for a shot like that, again, not necessarily a graceful shot. For me here, I'm looking for a chip. I'm looking for, well, hopefully a putt or an ace. But in certain situations, I won't be necessarily upset with this shot. I'm looking to give myself just a chance. And there I have an easy chip there to do it. So really the goal on this hole should be pretty simple, is that you don't want to get wet. You certainly want to put yourself, if you do lay up, in a good spot. The worst thing you can possibly do is lay up and still end up with a par. And if you can get an eagle, it's not one that's necessarily going to come gracefully. It's a smaller green, it's a trickier shot, but there are different ways around it. Try the high tee if you can, and if you don't feel comfortable, again, feel free to go around the other side. We will see you next week with new Throwback Thursday tips until we rename it into something else. See you next time.